This is my huge castle I built in my hardcore world. Cool, right? What isn't cool is the interior, or more precisely, the complete lack of one. So today, my aim is to transform this empty castle into somewhere that you would love to live. And seeing as though I don't do interiors, ever, this isn't going to be easy. And of course, nothing can go wrong with doing interiors, right? Right? So obviously, the best place to start the interior is on the outside, and more precisely, this cliff. I've got holes in it, so it just won't do. I'm just going to place this beacon down, and then we can get to work on destroying this cliff. Or more precisely, getting it into the shape I want, so I can then build it back up and make it look good. The process works. Trust me. So many resources collected. We should be good with cobblestone and stone. I think we've got gravel, we've got andesite. Ignore those. And dirt. We've got loads of this. There's a few more bits we need. If we head back home, I'm sure I've got stuff in storage. So let's have a look at deep slate. Oh no. Please have more where the mines are. Oh, you're just normal deep slate. Ah, cobbled. Woo. Okay, that should do us. Finally, I just need some basalt from my nether roof before heading to the wood empire and collecting a load of acacia. With all that collected, we can now put in these amazing cliffs that are totally going to transform this area and make it look so good and make the castle stand out, which is what I want. Yep, that is looking amazing. So with that done, we can now move on to the interior. And for that, I have so many resources to collect. I mean, look at the state of this list. It goes on forever. So here we go, the stupidly long resource gathering montage that isn't really a montage. Anyway, first up, I decided to get all of the wood out of the way. I have a huge wood storage area where all my wood is conveniently placed, and we're going to need a lot of different wood bits to decorate the inside of the castle, and I mean a lot. Stuff like logs, fences, trapdoors, the list goes on. And even though it's time consuming, this, fingers crossed, this should be the easy bit. Wood done, now on to something else. Turtles! Or more precisely, their unborn offspring. And they love seagrass. So, I need seagrass. Come here, my pretties. I've got a snack for you. I know you've just laid these, but I am taking them. And I am so not sorry I need them. I need them more than you. So I've decided to come back home and build a turtle pen as I need a lot of eggs. And doing it on the beach was just so slow. And I think this looks like a good place to build it. While waiting for those guys to hatch, I got busy with collecting different kinds of leaves. Honestly, you can never have too many of these things for decoration. Yeah. God, you scared. Where did you come from? Hey, and that was a scoot. Hey, that's my first one. Hi, buddy. You're not small anymore, are you? No, you're not. Look at you. We just need one of your mates there, that one to hatch. And then we can make more of yous because I need eggs. For now, you just do whatever turtles do. Ah, child. Ah! God, I hate them things. Don't get in the way. Don't get in the way. Can you please move? I haven't got time for you, buddy. I haven't got time. Just don't get in the way. Four. Go on. Yes. Come on. Do it. 4. 1. Ooh, what have we got here? It's a 4. Ah, thank you so much. And another 4. Holy moly. Stroke of luck. Thank you very much. Moving on from those epically slow turtles, we can collect more stuff. I'm after grey concrete and loads of tuff because tuff is amazing and I always need more. And because I was at that for so long, we can have a quick trip to the end to fix all of my tools. Hold on, I love a box of fully repaired tools. Right, let's get out of here. You can go in there. Let's go. Right, with that done, we can get back to gathering. I promise this is nearly done. We need terracotta from the mesa, a trip to the mangrove swamp to get a load of mud, and while I'm there, down into a cave to collect a load of andesite. All followed by a stop at our lichen farm to collect probably one of the best blocks in the game. And of course, mining down a load of copper that I already have, as we always need copper. All right, that should be enough copper. That is a lot. That is a lot. Okay, let's head over to the super fancy auto smelter. Ow. When I say auto smelter, there's absolutely nothing auto about it. I'm only 2,200 days into this world. You think I've got time to make a super smelter? I need a super smelter. And now begins one of the slowest processes in Minecraft. Aging down all those copper bits we just put together. I swear, if you watch it, it won't age, and it takes up so much space. Another thing to add to the I must build list. A copper farm. Aging room. Place. Thing. I just thought, I need those copper bulbs. I have no idea how to make them. Oh, they are expensive, and I need blaze rods. Oh, do I have any blaze rods? I'm not sure I even have blaze rods. Oh, no. Oh, no. Does this mean a trip to the nether? Yes, it does. To the nether we go, then. Great. Give me... Hot. I hate the nether. Give me your stuff. Torch flowers. I'm definitely gonna need some of these. These should add loads of colour to the castle. And luckily I've got a big farm to get them from. Uh-oh. Farm is broken. Oh no. Uh-oh. Woo. Okay, that would have been bad. I'll be back. Oh no. Oh, stop doing that! Oh, what am I doing? Oh, I don't like it in there. That's bad. Yes. They seem to be getting attracted. Yes! I fixed something. Oh, I thought I'd already had that. Oh well, I've got it again. There we have it. We finally have all of the resources gathered, and this looks an absolute mess. That was an absolute... I was going to call it a mission. In fact, no, it was a mission. That was an absolute mission to get all of these resources. That took so long. But now that we've got them, we can move on to getting this place sorted. I'm desperate to get the interior in, and I think a good place to start would be the entrance, this guy here. So down here, we have got the entrance to the castle. This bit here where we can come in, which is exactly what an entrance is where you come in from the outside world into a building. Anyway, I want to be able to get from here up to there and maybe up to there. So I'm thinking an entranceway in here somewhere with another little entrance up here as well. So what we need to do that is maybe just a little door in here. What's through here? Right. It's a big space to do. So I want a staircase going from here down there. So, like I said, a staircase to link from the entrance of the castle at the bottom, which will then take us up to the top of this build. I also added in a floor at the top, which is where our guards will be living. And I did leave a bit of a hole as I want to add a big carpet. So first up, I want to put a layer of grey wool around the outside. And then just to brighten the place up, some cyan in the middle. And on top of this carpet, I kind of want to put somewhere where the guards can come and sit and chill out. Maybe have a meal. And then kind of make a table in the middle. And obviously we're going to need seats all the way around it. So we'll have one there, one there. You. And on the back of them, maybe we can put some doors to make it look like a tall chair. Good. We've got a little table. Oh, it's quite a nice table, actually, where the guards can come, chill out, have food, talk about their day's work, maybe play some cards, whatever guards did back in medieval-y fantasy. With that in place, I can now add the walls to make this feel like a decent room, going with a grey concrete and dark oak combo. And for the lighting, I'm going to make use of these sconces. You'll notice these around the castle as we progress. I think they give off that castle vibe, and they do look pretty cool. As for the rest of it, more walls. And of course, we need to add somewhere our guards can make food, so a little kitchen in this corner. Almost done with the decoration here. Now for this table, I think we need some placemats. And how about some decoration on here? So maybe a cup, maybe some candles? And every table deserves to have a cake. And just because, how about some turtle eggs? Good. Table's looking complete. Oh, no, it's not. Now it is. Okay, moving on. And this place is looking so good. We can come to these steps. Now, these steps need to take us up there. We've got a platform up there that we need access to. So I just expanded my steps, made a floor, and now it all looks good. The next project we need to crack on with is a big one. Look at the size of this place. Now, this is where I'm planning this to be where our servants kind of cook. I'm thinking kitchen over there. I'm thinking king and queen dining room over here. So we need a way to get from that door over to the dining room without the servants being able to walk through into that passageway. And there we go. That is the hallway done towards the dining room. This place is looking amazing. And that'll lead straight into here, which is the King and Queen dining room. Now, this thing needs to be bling. This is where the King and Queen are going to host all of the dignitaries and VIPs. So it needs to be blingy. What the? No. 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 There's a witch. Oh, there's a witch. There's a witch. Oh, this is turning bad. What is going on? The castle is not safe. The castle is not safe. Oh, she's coming. I don't have any weapons on me. Okay. That's enough, please. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Got you. Right, there we go. That is all the walls in, looking fantastic. And you may notice we've got these two great big holes, one there and one there. That is where we're going to display the first of our armor trims. So we've got all these out here. Eventually, all of these trims are going to end up in certain places in the castle. Now that is looking good. Ah, I've fallen down again. Now we can add the final decoration to the room. And remember, we need this to be blingy. So lots of color, lots of lights, loads of paintings, a dragon head on the wall, obviously. And of course, we need a centerpiece. So I added in this chandelier. We should really complete the room. Yeah, something like that should do us. That looks sufficiently blingy. I love that light. That is a good light. Moving on, because we can't stay in here all day, we have this part of the castle to do. Down here, I'm thinking this is where the food and drink is going to be prepared for our royalty and VIPs, all done by our servants. So we need a floor layout where we can then plan our rooms. Nailed it. There we go. We now have a layout for all the rooms that we need down here. So starting off, we're going to need a larder. This is where all the food will be stored, which can then be cooked in our kitchen. That we'll get to shortly. Next up, we're going to need somewhere to wash our dishes. So a dishwash area, and then a crockery room where we can store all of those clean plates and dishes so that they're good for more food later on. And of course, we need a wine cellar, which isn't actually in a cellar, just roll with it, as we need to store all that lovely wine in huge barrels. And lastly, the most important room, the kitchen. And I'm guessing you all know what this room is for, so I'll leave it there. Good, with that floor done, we can just go up these stairs, and this is where the servants are gonna live. I need to light this place up. It's so dark. Torches. Oh, I can't see. I cannot see a thing. I knew this had happened. Go away for 1 minute, look how dark it is, and we get badness. Cracking on up here, we're going to do exactly what we did on the floor below. We're going to set out some walls so we can get some rooms planned for up here. And because I like it, I'm going to keep to exactly the same colour scheme. They're pretty much going to be the same as what we've got down there. So I'm thinking larder, kitchen, dining room. What have we got over here? Toilet, possibly a cloakroom there. And then we can take some stairs up there to somewhere else. Ooh, all that space to fill. And I think I'm just going to smash all this out. It's pretty much the same. And that's it. The second floor is now complete. This is where the servants or employees, I still don't know what to call them. What do I call them? Anyway, this is where they're going to hang out. They've got their own kitchen, which I think is probably one of my favorite rooms so far. And if we come through this door, they've got a nice dining room where they can chill out and eat their food. So if we come to the end of this corridor here, you'll notice we've got a little stairway going up. It leads to nowhere at the minute. But I'm thinking that the employees, they need somewhere to sleep. They need their own rooms. So that is what that's going to be. And I think the best thing we start with is a floor, because that's just not safe. I heard you. Where did you fall from? Get away. Where did you fall from? Up there? No, surely not. Oh! Oh! Who's banging doors? Who's banging doors? Where are you? Where are you? I can hear you banging doors. Hello? We need to find this. We need to find this. This is not safe. It's supposed to be a safe castle. Josh, you! Ha! Get off my door! Get off my door! How did you get in? Oh, you knocked down the door. That's pretty much what you did. No. This is a zombie-free area. Oh, did he knock down 2 doors? What? Yeah, he did. Wow, he was desperate to get in. Onto the bedrooms for the server. No employees, I'm learning. First, we need to set out the space for the rooms spanning a couple of floors. And then, because I'm not mean or a tyrant, I've decided to decorate each and every single room for maximum comfort. You're welcome, employees. So apparently getting all the resources at the start was going to be a good idea, but my problem now is that I can't find anything. But this has been a valuable lesson I've learned, because I've A, either got to label everything up, or B, actually color code the shulker boxes so I know where I'm looking. And I've done neither of those, so I am now struggling to find where everything is. All I want are note blocks, and I can't remember where I've put them. I guess I'm going to have to open every single shulker box until I find them. Yay! Go me. Nope. 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 No, 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 no. Where have you come from? I was... Burn a horrible, horrible death. Ha! In the face. Back to it. No, no. There they are. Oh my goodness. Why didn't I start there? I went all the way around in the rear. Ah! Well, that is all the bedrooms complete, and I've got this little space here that I think I want to put one of the armor trims. There we go. That is looking really good. That is our 3rd armor trim set in the castle. Now, moving on. We've got this room here, and I've decided to split this one up a little bit. The first section will allow us to get to the outside wall. There's a door just up there on the left. And because I have the room, I put another 4 armor trims on display. On the other side, we need somewhere for our royalty to come and chill out or hold important meetings. And in castles, they usually have this room called the solar room. It has a big window where you can see the sun and usually has chairs and a big fireplace. And of course, some more armor trims on display because we've got loads of room in here and it's going to look cool. There we go, solar room. And I think this is probably my favorite room in the castle so far. We've got our fireplace, we've got chairs, we've got armor trims. And like I said, big window where we can see the sun and we've got a beautiful sunrise there. And with that room done, we have finished this side of the castle. The guards have been looked after. We have a stunning dining room and the solar room that we just did. I also added this room at the top of the tower, which is just used as a transit between rooms. Yeah, I love this. I love this room, especially those braces up there on the roof holding it together. Loads of vegetation, pictures, and of course the sconces, a nice carpet. The bedrooms for the employees are down that way. And then if we go that way, that takes us out to the guard room. Now we move on to the rest of the castle, starting with this tower. At the minute, it's just a pit of death, but I've got a great idea for this. What does every castle need? A wizard's tower, of course. So I'm going to put that in there. And the difference with this one, we're not going high. We're going low. Basement wizard. I just went my way down with some steps and made the bottom all nice and neat before getting onto the details of the build. Starting with a table because a good wizard needs a good table or something like that. Then I used some of these respawn anchors. I thought these would look like a couple of potions brewing. A wizard needs somewhere to store his potion books, so plenty of storage for those on the side, as well as another potion brewer where he could maybe make new brews and a chain in case he wanted to move it. It made sense in my head. Finishing up the place with a lot more detail to make it look a bit dark and dingy and hopefully magical. And speaking of magical, I also tried this trick with the ender chests. Dig out the floor, place them in, and then carpet over the top, and they give off this cool particle effect. And now, if we step back, look, we get particles. Ooh, that looks all wizardy. And wizardy it is. I think he's going to love living there. If we come up one set of stairs, we've got more storage and more bookcases just in case he runs out of room down there. Up again, that is our way out. And I added this room in for our guards. Maybe they could come and get changed here. And of course, another set of armor. Moving on, we can now start on this part of the castle. It's huge. Next up is this bit. And again, it's absolutely totally meant to fall down here so you could get the different view. And I want to put in a Grand Castle Library. And why a Grand Castle Library? Well, we need to show off our wealth and superior intellect, of course. A room where people can come and broaden their knowledge, as knowledge is power. I want to make this place grand, like it's holding a huge amount of books from around the world. We need comfy places to sit where people can come in and just absorb this knowledge in peace. And with that, we have now got a complete library. And I don't know about you, but I would be happy to come and read a book in this place. It is all spawn-proof. We've got enough candles to keep us lit up. And up there where the beams are, we've got a load of, what's it called, glow lichen. So nothing can spawn in here. But now we move on. We need to get down below here. This is what we're going to tackle next. This massive bit of the castle. First thing I'm thinking, we do a kind of a castle baths over here. We don't want stinky people roaming around our castle, so they need a bath. And then over on this side, I'm thinking a map room. A map room for the world. That is something I've not done on this world yet, and I'd love to get some maps going. So the baths. I've kind of gone Roman bath style on this bit. We need a nice hot bath that is being fed by a natural spring, or just out of a hole in the wall. No one likes a cold bath. Loads of pillars to make sure it doesn't collapse, and of course, enough decoration to make it look good and welcoming. Yeah, it's nice and toasty, this. Oh, okay, we haven't got time to be hanging around in a bath. We've got work to do. And the next bit of work is the map room next door. I want to capture my whole world in here and track the progress that I make over the coming years because, as we all know, I'm not going to die. Nothing too fancy in here, just somewhere we can place maps and something that is easy to replicate and expand on when it's needed. So heading back home, the next thing we need are maps. And I'm sure I left some here. Ah! Yes, I knew I'd put you somewhere. Good. Now we just need loads of item frames. And we can get those from our villagers right down in the ancient city. Four stacks of item frames, that should do us nicely, hopefully. Now I just need to fly around and map out this world. That is a thing of beauty. Look at the size of it. And like I said, we've got more spaces to add to our maps later on. Oh, that is so cool. Now that's done, we can make our way back up the stairs and into this part of the castle just here. We are almost into the final part. Massive progress is being made. So cracking on with this place, I decided we needed somewhere in the castle to display all our goodies. Things that mean something to us in this world. Now, this room is a thing of beauty. This is now known as our valuables room. So we've got decent armor. These two are from the ancient city, I think. No. Nether Fortress, because that's Rib. And the Bastion, because that is Snout. I knew that. This side is the ancient city. So we've got my favorite one here, which is the Silence. And then the other one is, I can never remember the name. Ward. I knew that. We've got other armors just dotted around because I think they look cool and just add a bit. Just ignore that there. Just ignore that. And it's all decorated and lit up. We've got this lovely staircase going all the way up here, which is obviously lit up because we don't want any badness. And that will take us here. Oh, there's nothing. But there is another armor set I want to put in there, and we should find that back in our starter base. That guy right there is my first armor on this world, and I crafted that down there on that crafting table. That is spawn. So yeah, I think that would look lovely in the castle. So come here, my pretty. Nailed it first time. How do you look? Oh, it's beautiful. It is beautiful. Now, the next thing on this block of netherite. That's right. We're not cheaping out on this. No. We've got one thing or something that we've only got one of in this world. Now, you are... There it is. Okay, if we just place that guy down there, and then we should be able to fit that right on top. Oh, look at that. That completes this place off. That is a cool room. Cool room. Probably the coolest. That, along with the solar, best rooms in the castle so far. How do we improve on this, though? Well, I will tell you, this place. Look at the size of this place. This is the one I've been waiting for. This one. It's so cool. Well, this is the big one. The best room in the castle. There is something that we're missing at the moment that should be in every single castle. It's the throne room. And we need to make a big impression on this one. Oh! Oh! Where did he come from? First up, we're going to need to split this room up a little bit as it is just too big. So I started with the walls to break it up a bit, where I created some walkways so that we could get into the throne room properly, and also covered the exterior walls to give us a bit of colour and a different texture to make it feel a bit more royal. With those in place, it's now about decorating the bottom section of this room, which is where our throne is going to be. I added in a load of pillars, which you'll see quite a lot of in this room before heading on to complete the floor. I went with the majority of stone for this, but as we're in a castle, I decided to put a bit of carpet down and added this little feature into the middle to break it up a bit, and it also lights up the area. And then the main bit of this room. The throne. Oh yes, look at that. That is a throne to be proud of. Look at this. And it is light enough that nothing is going to spawn anywhere around it, even on these guys. We are safe while we are sitting in our throne. With this layer done, we can move on to the next one. And as you can see, we've got these little places here. That's going to be the support for the next layer. Now, you'll notice there's no staircase down here. To get up there, we're going to have to go through this room, which is kind of nice because it makes us want to use this place all the way up the stairs and then out into here. You'll notice that there's nothing to stop us falling to our death down there. So we're going to go all expensive. Why not? We've got an iron farm. From there, I carried on with the second layer, just adding loads of detail, color, and more of those pillars that I mentioned. They look so good. And then the start of the next floor. Don't blow up! I definitely need more light in this place. It's like a death trap. These pillars with the glow lichen and those really expensive copper bulbs should help us out, though. Maybe I need a few more, because I nearly died again. But I managed to bravely carry on and got the third floor into this awesome place. It is looking so cool. I kind of feel like there's a big gap just here. I want to fill that in with, I don't know, maybe an arch going all the way over. Because we've got it where it can fit in right there. We can block that off there. And that gives us a little something like that. I kind of like that. In fact, no, I don't kind of like it. I really like that. Just got a little bit of red to bit of pop of color up at the top. Why am I walking up that when there's steps? But yeah, that fills in that gap there. However, there is still something missing. Something grand. A chandelier. We need a massive chandelier coming down and draping down there to light up the surrounding area and act as a focal point from down here. Now, I don't want this to just be any chandelier. It needs to look good. And it needs to stand out. We could do it in just glass and lights, but I want this to be extra special. And for that, I'm going to need to head to the Nether. Again, I want wither skeleton skulls. Okie dokie, right. So first of all, we need to get through to the other side. And this works. Like that. Go, quick, 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 quick. Anytime now. Anytime. It's dark. It's dark. Okay, we just need to head back into here, and hopefully this takes me underneath the nether roof and to the location of our farm. And yes, it does. We are under the nether roof. Now, why am I doing this and not just going to a closer fortress for skulls? Well, I need 8 beacons, and trying to get those skulls from walking around and hoping a skeleton rocks up is going to take forever. So I found the perfect place in my world where I can build a temporary wither skeleton farm, or more precisely, a fortress farm designed by ENX04. This should give us skulls, bones, coal, blaze rods, you name it, we are going to get it. There you go. Right, okay. Why are you being awkward? Why are you being awkward? Stop it! 1 minute. No, don't fall off. Don't fall off. Don't fall off. Right. There we go. That is the nether side of the farm complete. And now I just need to get back up to the roof again. And up here is where we build the killing chamber for the farm. And up to this point, everything was so easy. Such a simple farm to make with no dangers whatsoever. And I'm in the nether. Unheard of. Until... Oh, what? Yeah. This is the carnage I got on the other side of the portal. Stupid me forgot all about those mobs spawning underneath me and going through the portal down there. They all ended up here. Look at the state of it. No! It's lagging. Oh my god! That is not a safe way to do this farm. What on earth was that? I have no idea how I survived that. That is definitely the closest I've come to losing this world. I don't want to do that again. But as you can see, we have now got the farm working. Look at this. It's all coming in. So now I just need to stand here and hit these toes and hopefully get some skulls. None yet. Well, I guess I'll be waiting here a little while longer. But we are getting everything for this. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. And long it didn't take at all. So with the skulls in our hands, it's time to go and cheese the wither 8 times in the end. I'm not after hero points, especially after that near-death experience. Yay! There we go. Okay, let's do that. 8 beacons. Kablamo. This chandelier had better be worth my near-death experience. I can't believe I nearly lost it all for a chandelier. A bit of light. Now that is a chandelier. Oh, look at it. Look at it. Let there be light. Look at the beacons. Look at the beacons. No, 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 no. You're fully armored up as well. No. Well, I think it was worth it. But with that done, we have got a little bit more decoration to do. This bit is just above the main room we've just finished in, and then that leads us onto these rooms. This one is the king's bedroom, looking snazzy. And then over the other side, we have this one, which is the queen's bedroom, equally snazzy. I may have forgotten to record this bit, so we've just got the final build. And with that done, the full interior of the castle is complete. This is definitely the best room. Almost worth dying over. The only thing left to do is the outside. I just can't leave it looking like this. We need paths to take us all around the outside. We don't want people getting mud all over their nice clean shoes. This is the right thing to do. We need decoration to go around those paths to make it look more good. Next thing we can do to make this place pop is to add some custom trees to the area, something like these pine trees. How about a little gazebo thingy with leaves all over the top of it? That'll look good, right? And finally, more vegetation around the area using dead grass, firefly bushes, and then some tall grass. Oh, this place is looking good. The castle is finally complete. I have been on this thing for a few months now, and I finally got it done. We've added in a load of plants around, decoration around here, and it is the first time I've actually used these guys. They look cool. I love these particles they give off, and at night, those sounds. Wow, that just adds so much around here. But we've added a bit more decoration to this water feature thing. I like that. And then we come up here. Just loads more greenery, really. I didn't want to go, like, mega neat. I wanted this to have trees, a lot of wildlife around it, and not too many builds out here. I don't want it to be too cluttered. And also, we've added in a few stairways so we can get up to the walls, or the guards can get up there and guard our castle against those pesky pillagers. We don't want them anywhere near. But we've added in so much greenery. Now, I know we said that was the last thing we wanted to do, but I found something else that we can finish on. A castle... Let's close that door. A castle needs to be identified. The owners of the castle need to be identified, and what better way to do that than a flag? And I've got the perfect place to put it. It is going right there. Flag. And there we have it. That is the castle, all complete. Every single room decorated. The gardens all decorated. I am happy to call this project complete. I've had enough. But it looks so cool. And I hope you think it looks cool as well. Thank you so much for joining me. And I hope the next one won't take as long as this one's taken to come out. I've been moving house. I've been doing other stuff. And yeah, that's all my excuses out the way. So thank you. And I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.